Hi, I'm Brigid Mae Power and this is Tower Recommended.
I know who is sick, I know who is sorry, I know who I'll kiss, but God knows who I'll marry. Oh.
The first record I picked is Stevie Wonder, Innervisions. I got really into this album in about 2018 and actually no, 2017, and so much colour in it, and the first song, Too High, I nearly crashed my car listening to that because I got so like taken kind of with it in the moment. Yeah, I kind of got really into this at the height of my Stevie Wonder obsession, and I always remember like listening to this like so much, and listening to it on the way into town in Galway, and then going into a phone shop and the man was like, Stevie Wonder was just in here. And I was like, what? He was in Galway for like a famous golfer's wedding or something. And I was just like, oh my God, how did I miss him? Like my son really loves this too, but like we've almost over-listened to it, you know? But it's still, even when I just put it on, I just love it. I was talking about with someone recently, like that he hits all the boxes of like it's really weird, it's abstract, like it's really surreal, but it's also appealing to everyone, and then it's also really tender, and it's really like sensitive and quite like romantic, but it's also then like he can be angry like about injustices and stuff.
Living for the city.
Yeah. And then he also, I just feel like he ticks. The cover is so nice. And I love the Jesus Children of America song as well, so good. So yeah, I just love this album. Too High is my favourite. All the songs actually. Living for the City is such a classic. Golden Lady as well. Higher Ground, obviously. Yeah, it's just so good.
I'm too high, but I ain't touch the sky. I'm too high,
The next one, Dr. John the Night Tripper, Gris. This is such a trippy record. I think I actually got into this when I was pretty young, like maybe 16 or 17, and I've always like I used to put on records and like then paint, and I'd never really heard anything like this before. Well, I was really into piano music, you see, and piano players, but this doesn't have like a huge amount of piano on it. I mean it does, but like it's got other colourful sounds, and it's just really got that New Orleans kind of unique sound to it. What else can I say? It's just mad as well. It's just kind of mad. Yeah. So the next one is Court and Spark, Joni Mitchell. This is just such a classic for me. When I first heard it, it took me a while to get over like the 70s kind of cheese. But then I sort of started to love those sounds. Yeah, I just actually like every song on this record. My favourite is probably People's Parties. Could just really resonate. It's just like a song about kind of feeling a bit like, you know, kind of isolated at a party when there's lots of kind of cliques and groups and things like that. I think I first heard this about when I was like 18 or 19, and yeah, I've loved it ever since. I was stuck between this and Clouds, yeah, because everyone always knows Blue and the other ones, but Clouds is really beautiful. It's just plain guitar and vocals is so plain, but it sounds just so lovely. I listened to that record and this record a lot before recording one of my albums. It's called The Two Worlds. They were just so in my mind. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Joni Mitchell. I don't think she got enough like attention for her 80th birthday a couple of weeks ago. I was expecting there would be like tribute gigs and stuff, and there wasn't really anything.
1 minute she's so happy, then she's crying on someone's knee, saying, laughing and crying, you know it's the same release. I told you when I met you I was crazy.
This is such an amazing record. Moanin by Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Again, one of those things I discovered as like maybe 17 or 18 when I was really, really obsessed with music. I still am, but like I didn't have as much. I had so much time then to just like obsessively listen. Yeah, I don't know. This one's like really in my heart. The sounds and everything. This first song especially. It's kind of chaotic, but in like the best way. I don't really know much about like the background or anything. I just remember listening to it on headphones, walking around like Galway, and it just like being just so different from my reality, you know, and just being like, wow, where is this music made? Yeah, and it was ages before I realized that Art Blakey was actually the drummer. So I don't know, did he write all the parts or how that worked, but it's just so, I love it so much. And then, of course, Sinead O'Connor, Universal Mother. This record's always been so close to me. I would have kind of grown up like listening to this in the car. My mum had it on all the time. Like that do you know when you listen to something as a kid and it's just so familiar that it's like, you know, you're listening in a different way as a kid. I feel like you're just absorbing it all. You're not really being critical. You're just kind of like taking it in. I just love it. I love, Fire on Babylon is like really an inspiring song for me. Just vocally, I just think it's insane. The notes she can hit. It's like something I aspire to. And then John, I Love You. It's just such a beautiful song. Red Football, Scorn Not His Simplicity. It's so beautiful and, you know, kind of poignant now that she's gone. From like, you know, teen, I just remember there being so much like vitriol and shame that it was almost like, oh, you can't like Sinead O'Connor, in my school anyway. So I didn't really revisit her work till later on, which is so crazy now to look back at all the hate she got. I don't think anyone could stand that, you know. Yeah, what for? For being, I think, like sensitive and truthful and a woman. But this is a really amazing record. Yeah, tiny grief song. And I feel like it's like the record where she kind of settles into her voice and she's kind of singing. And she would say that too. I think she said that like she just really sings in her own accent, her own voice, she's kind of really tender and then she's really strong. And just vocally, actually, it's really inspiring to me, this record, yeah. And she drew the cover as well, which I really like. It's just like soft pencil. I really like when artists do their own artwork on the front as well. So, and there's a beautiful photo of her in the back. People don't write about motherhood that much as well, and I'm a mother as well, so it's really, yeah, we all have mothers. So it's like, I just like the title as well, and yeah, it's a favourite of mine.
See the child with the golden hair, yet eyes that show the emptiness inside. Do we know? Can we understand?
Thanks, I've been Brigid Mae Power. Thanks for watching. You can get my record Dream from the Deep Well here at Tower Records.
A week feels fun, but anymore feels too long. A sadness comes into my eyes.